What is happening, all you beautiful fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. If you're new to the channel, lots of new names down in the comments. I appreciate you for checking out Debos Fishing. If you're a longtime supporter, thanks for sticking with me, dang it. Tonight, as you can see, the sun's going down. I've got about 2.5 hours in evening sesh. I don't get to do these nearly enough with kids, running them around, picking them up from school activities and all that. You know, if you have kids, you know how that goes. So we're going to make the best of it. No clouds in the sky, but we got some ripple on the water. Enough yapping, let's go fishing. Finally. Gosh, I had 3 bites on this. First one I actually had half hooked over there. It was a lot better than this dude. Super tiny. But we're on the board tonight for the stupid tube. I was hoping that would be the deal. It's the only bottom bait I brought, and I was thinking on those fish that I missed, I'm almost certain I would have had them on a Ned rig. So I know they do talk about hookup ratio on stupid tubes. I did put a slit in it here to help the hook pass up farther, but I know hookup ratio on these can be a little suspect, so we'll see. Gotta check my line frequently around all these rocks. This is it. This is the only bottom bait that I brought, and I said I wanted to get better with the stupid tube, so no better way to do it than just bring this. Better one. Nope, just running. Felt like he was better. Oh, quick release. All right, well, he was better than my first one. A little 1.5-pounder. Not the itsy bitsy tiny guy like the first one. That's what it is. It's essentially a weedless tube like this. These are some of the owner ones. I'll show you at the end of the video where it's easier to talk, but Punch recommended these and I like them. I think I need a little bit stouter of a rod. And I wish I had a slightly heavier weight. These are only an 1/8 ounce. That's all I brought. I was gonna fish them on a spinning rod, but these hooks are pretty hefty. That's what we're looking at. This is the rig. So how you rig this up, flip your tube over. You start with the hook end, run it all the way down, almost all the way to the nose of it. Just a little shy at like a 45-degree angle, you pop your hook out. This piece with the lead is your follower, so that just follows it all the way up your tube like that. Sticks at the end, the nose piece will stick out there, and that's it. You just put your hook through there like you would a Texas rig, and that is your weedless little stupid tube rig. Now I have been cutting the underside of it, so I'm just cutting just through this first layer of plastic, not all the way through, just this belly side, to open that up like you would a fluke, so that belly's open and exposed. That way my hook only has to go through the top portion here, so when I'm sticking this through, the more you know. All right, well, the beginning of trip number 2 here, I've made some small adjustments. A couple weeks later after the trip where I come out and had a bunch of missed fish on the stupid tube, so hopefully we can redeem ourselves today. I went with the stupid tube jig head, a little 1/8 ounce, and I'm fishing it on a spinning rig this time. Also bent the hook out just a little bit to hopefully catch them in the corner of the old mouth. Let's see if we can change our catch rate here. Hopefully we can even just get bites. There's one. Chased it up in there super shallow. All right, first bite of the day. Haven't landed him yet, but we hooked him. That's a solid first fish of the day too. He smacked it good. Look at that. Okay, bent out hook. Caught him. So is this the adjustment we needed? And I'll go over all these changes at the end. Dang, he's chunkier than I thought. 2 pounds, 13 ounces. All right, first one of the day. Making some adjustments. Try not to fall down this. It'll make for a good video if I do. All right, there we go. 213, close to a 3. 2 pounds, 13 ounces. There we go. All right, first bite, and we hooked up. Better than last time I missed, I don't know how many before I actually hooked one. All right, made just a little bit of a move and I'm staying back. People ask me that sometimes, why I fish so far from the edge, because if there's any fish on these rocks here, I mean, the water's dirty, but it's not like crazy muddy. I don't want to spook them, so I always try to hit the spots close to me here. Stay back just a little bit, stay back. Come on, Mr. Fish. Eat the O2, there he is. There it was. Were you the one that nibbled it the first time, feller? All right, well. Okay, is this proof enough? Made some changes, made some adjustments. And there we go. Second bite of the day. Second fish of the day. And he is hooked well, right there in the corner of the mouth. Bending that hook out, going with just a slightly, look at that, right in the corner of the mouth like I was saying. That's hoping what that would do, bending that hook out a little bit. Perfectly hooked. Well, £1.5 there, not a bad average for the day. Almost a 3, £1.5. Oh yeah, making some adjustments, catching some fish. I must not have been the first one here. Someone was drowning some meaners. So there we go, you can see that hook is bent just a little bit out. I took it, instead of being straight, I took it and bent it this way just a little bit. Not a ton, just a little. Seems to be enough to be making a difference. Also going braid to a leader so I don't have as much stretch on my line. That other casting setup I was using the first time was a little bit softer and it just had straight floor on it, which isn't, you know, floor isn't super stretchy, but it does have stretch to it, you know, so trying to take some of that stretch out, give me just a little bit better hook set. There's one. Oh! Had part of a hook in him. Okay, well that is the first miss of the day. Not perfect. Dang it. I was really hoping maybe we could see a whole day of no misses. That was kind of a janky hook set by me too, I'm not gonna lie. Fudge. 2 catches to 1 miss. Darn it. And that's what they say, is that the stupid tube for some reason just does not have. Did he come back? He come back. Oh. Cut it right on the rocks. Cut it right on those rocks. I should have checked my line. Son of a gun. Should have checked my line. Dang it. Okay, so to show you how I'm rigging up this one, I took my knife and I slit the belly of it. That way you don't have to run it through the hook through both sides of the plastic. The hook is only having to go in through that one part. Okay, so next I'm going to take my hook and bend this over just a little bit. Not a ton. I'm just going to take and bend it. I have to use my knife for this. Let's see. Is there a hole on here I could use? There we go. So nothing too crazy. Just took that, bent it off to the side a little bit. Then rigging this up is really easy. You don't have to do the whole, you know, put the hook through 45 degree. You can just take your jig head, put it in there, make sure it's straight. I'm using the lines where the plastic was poured to make sure it's straight, like that. Then you can see what I mean here. The hook only has to go through one side of the plastic there, like that. And there we go. That's what it looks like rigged up. You can see the hook is just kicked off to the side a little bit. Skin hook that, see if we can get that fish.
Hi, fishing friends. Well, my first couple attempts at the old stupid tube were kind of I caught some fish, I lost some fish, but I feel like I liked this rig better, this Secret Lures stupid tube, bending that out just a little bit and fishing it on a spinning rod. Now, I'm gonna have to do more testing because I really did like this owner version as well. However, it is a stiffer hook. I noticed it's more in line with the head, so you really don't have much of a hookup area there. It's pretty small, so I might try taking this hook and bending the point up. I think that would be a helpful modification on this. You're gonna have enough room with the tube to still rig that up on there so it's good and weedless. I also really like that tube color. This one that I was fishing in the second trip, that's one of the Thunderhawk stupid tubes that they make. You can see there the difference in hook thickness. See how this one is much thicker hook? This is a thinner wire. So I definitely didn't have the right gear for this. I needed a little bit heavier rod or braid to a leader, something like that to cut out some of that stretch, because even when I would set the hook, it just felt mushy. This one felt a lot better. Even though I did lose one fish, I ended up getting cut off on the second one, but I don't know. I felt like this, just all in all, was a little bit better of a rig for me. Now, I caught myself questioning, why not just throw a Ned rig? I think I even said it in the video of, you know, I was questioning, you know, why am I throwing this? If I was throwing a Ned rig, I really feel like I would have caught all those fish that I missed. Well, with the tube, once you rig this up weedless like this, the big key with this is the fall. So you can't go too heavy on this, because as this falls, it has this kind of spirally action, and the tube, the little tentacles back here are just kind of swimming. It looks like a tail. Same thing when you pop it. When you pop it in the water, it kind of goes erratic, and then those tail things are just back there waving. So it does have a different look, a different fall. With a Ned rig, you throw it in, it drops straight down, right? This has more of that gliding action. A lot of times they were hitting it, you know, just as I would pop it a couple times and be waiting, the fish would already have it in its mouth. And even I think on the first one, you can see my line go zzz, and there's fish. So I can see, you know, different types of spots using this, different type of way using it. It's not just sitting right on the bottom and dragging it, kind of hopping it like a Ned rig. It does have that fall action too, kind of like a fluke. So do me a favor, comment below and let me know, do you fish a tube rig at all? Do you fish the regular way? Do you fish the stupid tube? Is it still something you use? It's been around forever, or have you moved on to like the Nico rig, a Ned rig, you know, a fluke, something else that's kind of took its spot and you're like, I don't even need a tube. Now, as I was talking about tubes literally just a few minutes ago, Antonio Picardi said it was an extremely helpful video. This is the one I showed the different tube rigs. Said I lost multiple tubes over the weekend trying to fish an open tube next to cover. I'm going to try the stupid or Texas version. That's another thing too. I could go back to a Texas rig version of it, you know, kind of like a soft plastic. So I don't know. Let me know. Should I keep fishing the tube? That was kind of my thing to work this year, was the stupid tube. Is it worth it? Do I focus on something else? What do you all want to see? Comment below and let me know. As always, that's enough for me. I need to edit. Thank you all so much for watching. I would not be here if it was not for all of you. I know I say it every time, but I truly mean it. Thanks for watching, and until next time.